Morning everyone, this is OB with State 626 and I'm updating some of my videos, and the first one that I'm going to start with here is for COP event or Clash of Providence event Gathering Day. Okay, so today in our state we're actually losing Gathering Day on purpose, so you're not going to see a whole bunch of people out there, but I sent some of my gatherers out just so you can see times and stuff. But to get started, let's go over some of the basic items. How to gather. You just simply go out to press that button down at the bottom, pick any tile that you want to. There's a level 8 res tile right here. Click on gather, and then you can send your legion out. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Should be easy enough. How do you increase your load capacity? Okay, well, in order to do that, I would go to any of my legions here. And typically, when you're starting out, you're going to want to use all T1 cavalry or T1 horsemen because these people can actually carry the most. They carry a lot more than your level 8 or your level 7 or any other levels. And once you get this load up at the top here, this load, once that gets to 5 million, it doesn't really matter what troops you use. But if you're gathering during kill event, I would still suggest using T1 horsemen because sometimes you have jackasses out there that will attack gathering tiles for the points. But if you're using T1 horsemen, they're not going to attack you. So right now I'm using all T8 cavalry just to show you the max load that you can have more than 5 million if you want to. But once you hit 5 million, you should be able to clear a level 9 tile or a level 9 resource tile without any problem. Okay, so how do I know they carry the most? Well, if I go, I need to connect the building first. That's a different video I'm going to put in. If I go to my stables here, and I go to train, there's this button over here, this information button that you can click. So if I click it right now, it shows me the information for the T8 cavalry. And right here it says load 14. So each horseman or each person in the unit can carry 14 load. But if I go down to the T1 or level 1, it tells me load is 22. So that way I know this is 22 also, this is 20, 19, and you see it starts to go down as they get stronger. And the way I think of it is they have more armor on. And of course, if you have a whole bunch of armor on, you can't really carry that much. So yeah, maybe one day we'll have T10. That's not today though. So that's how you know that T1 cavalry can carry the most. Now there's other ways that you can increase how much load you can carry as well. Another way is your armor. And so you see scavenger armor. Scavenger armor is made for gathering. That's its primary purpose. To me, I have all my troops with at least purple scavenger armor. And there are certain rewards that if you have the full set, you'll get these additional bonuses. And you can click on this information button over here. Of course, everybody wants gold. You know, that's be nice, but it's take a long time to get to. But even if you just have everybody with blue sets, you would increase your gathering speed by 5%. Whenever you're killing modders, you would possibly have a chance to get gems, only 2% there. But then also when you're gathering, you gather 1 gem per hour. But if you have, 4 units gathering and everybody has blue gear, you're actually getting 4 gems per hour. Likewise, if you have a full purple set, your gathering speed increases by 10%, and then the gems that you get per hour is 2. So if you have all 4 legions with purple gear, then you'd be getting 8 gems per hour. Okay. Then you also have the gear itself, and different gear gives different bonuses, such as the scavenger pick. If it's on purple, food gathering payload and speed increase by 15%. So that means you can carry 15% more and you gather 15% quicker. Experience gain, your troops or your heroes do gain experience when you're gathering. That would be 500 per hour. And then chance of bonus loot after defeating martyrs, that's 6%, and that's something not related to gathering. Okay. To me, the most important ones are these two at the bottom. Because if I have my amulet that's purple, I get this extra gathering resource, 6%. Gathering speed goes up 5%, that's good too, but my extra gathering resource goes up 6%. And then same thing with this lantern here. Extra gathering resource goes up 6%. So what that is, that means if I go gather, let's just say I'm going to go gather on a level 9 iron tile, which I know has 1 million iron on it. Well, when I pull it in, if I have both the lantern and the amulet, which, 6 plus 6 is 12, that means I would get an additional 12%. So instead of just 1 million iron pulling in, I would get 1.12 million iron being pulled in. On top of that, there's plenty of different researches that you can do. And Zone, which is in a different video where I cover Zone altogether, but one of the very first researches for Zone is this Expedition Force. And by having that maxed out, this increases the amount of resources collected by 20%. So if I have those two purple gears, that amulet and that lantern, and I have this maxed, I'll be getting 32% additional resources. So that 1 million iron now automatically turns into 1.32 million iron. I'll tell you why that's important in a moment, but let's go over some other resources as well, or other researchers as well. So other things that will help with gathering, also this first research underneath Zone Commemoration is full-scale production. So with full-scale production, this increases your gathering speed by 50%. And then down here, you have load increase. This will increase how much you can carry, so you can clear that whole level 9 tile all at once without having to send out over and over again. And then other things that are also covered in the different Zone Commemoration video. You have incentive gathering that increases the amount of points you get for Clash of Providence, as well as some other researchers in here too. But we're not going to focus on that right now. We're just focusing on gathering. So, okay, what other research is there? Each Legion, your Legion 1, your Class Legion, your Legion 2, and Legion 3, all have this high-speed gathering and take all. So under high-speed gathering, this increases your gathering speed up to 25% when it's maxed out. And for take all, this increases your march load by another 25% as well. So you can see how everything's kind of focused on increasing how much you can carry, and then also increasing how fast you can clear everything out. So it's helping you gather faster per hour. And really, if you actually make an Excel spreadsheet, or if you just grab a calculator and do some math, you can figure out, if you get up to 5 million load on your troops, and you go out to a level 9 tile, and you have most of these things maxed out, and you factor in your armor as well, you can probably clear that level 9 tile about a day in 8 hours. However, there's one more thing here. If you go to your store, which is underneath your alliance, you can purchase these gathering bonuses. This gathering bonus is also going to increase your speed by 50% over 24 hours, okay? So if you have this going at the same time, most likely you can clear that level 9 tile in less than 24 hours. It might take you 23, it might take you, maybe 24 and 30 minutes or something. But the purpose being is that if you start gathering right at the beginning of the COP event, and you pull your troops in right at the end, most likely you'll get probably close to 126 million to 130 million COP points, which is what you need to get all 9 boxes if you're a level 25 castle. The higher your castle level, the more points you need to complete COP events. So really, I advise that if you don't have this Zone Commemoration fully maxed out, you shouldn't really be going beyond a castle level 22 until this is completely maxed out. Because every time you increase your castle level, it's going to get harder and harder to get those rewards, especially if this is not maxed. Once this is maxed out, getting 9 boxes a day gets pretty easy. Okay, so let's go take a look at some of my troops here. And you can see the gathering times over here. When I click on them, it ports me over to that resource tile. So for gathering day, I know a lot of people focus on iron because everybody needs iron. Iron's a pain in the butt to get, but really it doesn't matter what you gather to get those 9 boxes. You just want to gather something. This way you can clear the whole tile and get as many resources as you want. So you can see me here, I'm gathering some marble. And then here I'm gathering some wood as well. I actually found 2 side by side. That was pretty cool. Okay, so for lumber, it has 2 million at level 9. Each resource tile is going to give you a certain number of points. And you see down here, iron gives 4, marble gives 3, collecting gems gives 4,000. Don't ever actually go gather gems. You'll get the gems from your armor, and that's where you get the points from. Lumber gives 2, and food gives 2. Okay, so let's look at iron. We said iron gives 4, but lumber gives 2. And then everybody says, oh, iron gives more points. Let me go gather that. Okay, well, if you look for a level, let me see if I can find an actual level 9 iron tile. Okay, perfect, awesome. All right, so you see this level 9 iron tile. It says it has 1 million resources, or 1 million pieces of iron. But if you go to a lumber tile, it has 2 million pieces of wood or lumber. And you're gathering at the gathering speed here. So this green plus 59,162, that's a combination of the armor and all the research I have. You'll gather 21,600 regardless of what research and iron or what research and armor you have. But if I go to a different tile, like here I'm gathering iron, you see this gathers 10,800, and then my research and armor gives me an additional 29,030. If you actually did the math on that, you'll find out that collecting iron or marble or food or lumber all goes at the same pace per point. So if I'm getting 4 points here, and I don't know, I get 4 points every 10 seconds or something. When I gather lumber, I'm also going to get 4 points every 10 seconds because I'm gathering lumber faster than I'm gathering iron. So it doesn't matter what resource you gather, just go gather something. And what you really want to do is send all of your legions out at the same time and try to time them to complete all around the same time as well. And you can see these bottom 3. This one is a day in 3 hours because he has different armor on. This one is about 19 hours because he has different armor on as well. And those bottom 2 are just about 23 hours now because they're very similar in capacity and armor. Okay, so when I pull all of those in, how can I pre-calculate to plan a little bit better? So I know that that level 9 iron tile that we just found a moment ago, not that one. Okay, whatever. We know a level 9 iron tile has 1 million iron on it. That's my dog that you can hear in the background, sorry. So we know this has 1 million iron on it. We know from my armor and my research, not that research, that when I pull them in, I'm going to get an extra 32%, because here's 20%, and then based on my armor, I'll get an additional 6% from the amulet and from the lantern as well. And if you get these higher, yeah, that additional gathering resources gets even higher. If you manage to get gold and get 25% extra, that would be awesome. But I don't have that right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. So anyways, that adds up to 32%. Plus, we're also getting gems. Don't forget about those gems, because in this Clash of Providence event, even the gems that you earn per hour from your gear counts as points, okay? So if I do some math, that one, let's say I sent everybody to level 9 iron tiles. I got really lucky this weekend and I was able to get all 4 legions to 4 different level 9 iron tiles. That would give me 1 million per legion. So that's times 4 because of 4 legions. Then that's going to give me, and I'm going to say it's going to give me an extra 36%. So just from the research and from the armor alone, that's 32%. We saw that before. But because I'm also collecting gems and I'm collecting 8 per hour, I'm going to bump it up an extra percent per legion. So that's how I came up with an extra 4%. So I'm going to say 4 million times 1.36. So this is theoretically how much iron I'm going to pull in once I clear all 4 of those resource tiles. I'm going to have 5.44 million pieces of iron. Now, iron gives 4 points each. And then when you have your Clash of Providence or you have your Zone Commemoration research completely maxed out, you get a multiplier of times 6. So I'm going to multiply this times 6 as well. And right there, I have 130.5 points. And that's all I need to get 9 boxes and be done with my day. Now, there's one last thing to show. If you did spend the money to unlock VIP, and log in here, there we go, and you have VIP 2, you can unlock this extra Gathering Guild. And that Gathering Guild is going to give you an additional unit. I forget where I'm at. There I am. This Gathering Guild is going to give you an additional unit. And it's this building here, Gathering Guild, and your 5th unit, because you'll have 5 of them, and it's this guy down here, all he can do is gather. He can't fight or anything else like these people. All he can actually do is gather. But when you first get him, or her, doesn't matter, I don't care, you see this load here is only 20,000. So you do need to upgrade it. And the further you upgrade it, the higher the load you can get, up to 1.2 million. Now I'm at about 700,000 right now. So my Gathering Guild Legion, or my 5th Legion, can clear just about a level 6 tile, or level 6, tile, iron or lumber or anything else to come in. So instead of having 4 people gathering, I can actually have 5 people gathering. I'm not sending him out today because it only takes him about 10 hours to gather. And that means I would earn some points, and I don't want to do that today, so I'm avoiding that. All these other people are set for, more than 18 hours, and the COP event itself only has 10 hours left. So I'm going to make sure not to pull those people in to score any points today. So we covered our research. We covered different types of armor, who gathers the most. We covered VIP. We covered the very basics of actually going out and gathering. If you have any other questions, definitely leave a comment or send me a notice inside the game if you like, or send me an email, whatever you want to call it. All right, I hope you'll have a good day, and I hope this video helped you out a bunch.